Hey guys, ZedTV here. Welcome back to another video. Today, I was on YouTube, just searching around, looking at different videos around education. I noticed a gap in the YouTube content on the whole topic of UK versus international students. What actually are the differences? And you know what? I had a light bulb moment. So, my best friend at university is actually an international student. Who else is better to make this video than me? I called him up and I thought it'd be a good idea to record this video, see where it goes, covering topics like, we'll start off with an introduction from each of us, the journey we've had to get to our point at university, documentation, applications, proximity to family, finances, and if we have time, possibly cultural differences, as well as an outro. So that's the plan of the video. I'd like to introduce my friend Aditya.
Hello guys.
So this is Addy. We'll start off by introducing each other. So I'll start. My name's Zach. This is my YouTube channel, ZedTV. I'm a first year evolutionary biology student at the University of Exeter. I'm a UK student who went through the process of UCAS, the one that most of you would be familiar with. Addy, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello guys, I'm Aditya. I'm an international student from India. I came 5 months ago to UK and I studied renewable energy engineering first year. Yeah.
We're both at the University of Exeter, down at the Penryn campus, doing our courses. Brilliant. Yeah. Let's start with the video. I mean, we'll start off by talking about our journey to get to the point where we are. I'll start off. So as a UK student, I went through sixth form, so that meant doing A-levels. I did my A-levels in biology, maths and psychology. I also did an EPQ and a certificate in financial studies. Yeah, I just went through the UCAS process that all UK students go through to get into a UK university. That resulted in picking 5 universities and sending over an application. So my 5 universities were Oxford, Durham, Manchester, UCL and Exeter. I sent over my applications. Unfortunately, I got rejected by UCL and I also got rejected by Oxford after the interview stage. I put Manchester as my firm, and I put Durham as my insurance. Unfortunately, on results day, things didn't go to plan and I didn't get into any of those. I went through clearing. Clearing was quite hectic for me. I called up so many universities, including Exeter, and in the end gave me an offer for a place.
So how long did it take for that?
Clearing on results day, it took me 1 day. On one day I called up about 20 universities and about 10 of them gave me offers. So things like Royal Holloway, Nottingham, I can't remember all of them, but Exeter
I applied
as
for
well.
Nottingham too. Nottingham was a very good university.
It was a very good university, but they offered me a place in environmental biology.
Same bro, the thing is...
Environmental biology?
Environmental engineering.
Exactly. That wasn't my interest.
The thing is, my renewable energy has always been my first preference. Environmental engineering is kind of same to renewable energy engineering. The thing is, I applied for Nottingham. Exeter has always been my first choice. When I got it, I was like, okay, let's do Exeter. It's always been my first preference. So I just cleared all of my other universities and get to you Exeter.
Yeah.
And I really like Exeter, you know.
And honestly,
I'm really
we've been
proud
here for 5 months now, and our experience of being at Exeter has been so positive. We're so happy with the situation. It's really hard to identify one part that we're not satisfied with. Anyways, carrying on with the story, Exeter gave me a place. This is not the first time. Obviously, I applied to Exeter at the start, but I didn't pick them as my firm or insurance, so I rejected them. And then they gave me another place, which I'm so thankful for. Before choosing my options, my firm or insurance, I went to Streatham campus's open day, which was quite a good experience, but I must admit I had a better experience at Manchester. But now, the fact that I've been here for 5 months, I'm so glad I've come here. My whole process was UCAS, predicted grades, references. There's plenty of videos out there regarding the UCAS process if you want to know more about that. And yeah, here I am, enjoying university life, doing my course, meeting amazing people like Addy. So, what was your process like? Obviously, you're from India.
People in India would relate to this. I just completed my 12th standard and I was just thinking, what country should I go for? Thing is, I always liked UK to study for because UK has a very good educational prospect for students, you know. I was just at a dilemma of what course should I pick. I was just dilemma between civil engineering, environmental engineering and renewable engineering. I don't even know that's renewable engineering at first, okay. The only 2 options I had is environmental engineering and civil. And when I came through Exeter, I saw renewable engineering. That instantly clicked on my mind that I should take this. In UCAS, you can go through 5 universities.
Yeah.
I was like, let's do it.
So it's the same for you as well, picking 5.
5 universities. Let's take Exeter as a firm choice. Planning to, if I get it, I will
Yeah.
I just applied for 5 universities. It's a easy process in UK, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, that's
The
good.
thing is, there's an Indian advisor. She helped me so much. I was waiting for what, 15 days or 20 days? Okay, I got placement in 2 universities the same day. I was like, okay, I got University of Exeter. So what's the point waiting for the next universities, Don't waste time because we should go through the visa process and stuff. I'm kind of late though.
Yeah.
The thing is, I was going through that and they're like, okay, let's do this. Like, it's a firm's choice and cancel all of it.
Wow. So you got your first choice that you always wanted. And
the thing is,
you went straight away to
University of
accept
Exeter.
it. You had a gap year before, didn't you? So you already had your results, so you could pick straight away.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, I applied with predicted grades, so I still had my exams with my offers.
And I had pretty good grades, so I was going talking to my school vice principal. Because I need to apply to this university before even I finish my 12th.
We have to send that application before doing our exams and our A-levels.
That's true. I was asking to him, can you give me a predictive score? I need to apply to the UCAS and stuff. And he gave me one. And that helped me a lot. I'm so thankful for him to do that because he's so focused and did it like a day or so. That helped me a lot because it's timing in everything in visas, There's always dial on getting your visa. International student can relate to this. Visa is so unpredictable.
Yeah.
You may get it, you may not.
So for us, we don't have to worry about visa.
Yeah, it's the
easier
most
for us
hassle thing for international students, Wow. You need to be constant worrying about visas. That's the only thing. What I recommend is apply as soon as possible.
Okay.
Don't wait.
So the visa, is that for every international student, or including European students, is it?
Maybe, yeah. Sure about it, but I can't just comment on it because I don't know that.
Okay.
I'm from India. I see people struggling for UK visas. UK visa is comparatively easier to get than other countries' visa, like Canada. Do it as soon as possible. That's the only thing I recommend you guys to do so.
Awesome. Sounds good. So that's our journeys of how we got to the place we are and how I ended up meeting Addy on my first day on campus in the breakfast.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. And now 5 months, besties. We just connect. We do everything together.
The campus is so good. There's 2 campuses in University of Exeter. The main one and this one. This campus is known for its student satisfaction.
Okay, that's good.
Me and my dad was going through the stuff.
So as an international student, that was a key student satisfaction
obviously,
rate. That was a key factor.
I don't know I'm coming to Penryn campus before, like 20 days before coming here. I was like, okay.
For me as well, it's quite last minute because clearing, if you go through clearing, obviously everything's last minute. You've got your grades.
Fair.
You're applying at the end of August. Uni actually starts in September, so you can imagine how tight it is.
Exactly.
You could be anywhere in the UK. I come from the London area, so coming down here was a bit of a travel, a long time. So a lot of last minute preparation was needed. Similar.
I don't even know there's a Penryn campus before. I've done my research, but I didn't expect I'm coming to this campus, But because a day I came here, after 2 to 3 days, I felt so good coming here. Smaller campus, so it's easy for you to connect with people. Stratham campus is so big, slightly complicated to go talk to people, so much people. At the end of the day, after 5 to 6 months, you're gonna meet the same people every day.
Do you think that was one factor that helped you and other international students or get connected to the community here?
I felt so connected in UK, I'm not gonna even lie. I was so kind of nervous before coming here. The internet is gonna relate to this. I'm coming to a new country. I've never been to a foreign country before.
So even for us, like, it can sometimes be scary to move out the home, but we don't have to travel to the extent of completely new country. Some UK students do choose to go to the USA to study, or Canada as well, or other countries, but most of the time I do think the majority do stay in the UK. Is that similar with Indian?
Yeah.
So most Indian students do stay in India to study.
Yeah, in my opinion, the people I saw, people studying in India is more compared to people coming abroad. Because studying in abroad is not the easiest job, It's just 5 to 10 times more fees than studying in India. We should make it count, we should choose the correct course and we should choose the correct university. This is not the easy job to do. So, traveling so much away from your parents, from your family. And it's so hard, man.
We'll cover this whole point in the proximity to family section.
You could have done this earlier, bro.
We could have, but we're doing it now, aren't we? Onwards with the video. So the next section we want to focus on is documentation. That will include a various amount of things. So I'll start off. As a UK student, the UCAS process makes it really easy, actually. You don't actually need much documentation because most of it is verified within the school premises. So the school do a lot of work behind the scenes. But I'd say when you're moving for university, things like your provisional is important. So if you do take lessons down here, you'll need that. Also your provisional as a form of ID. If you do go out with your friends, for example, your passport is a piece of evidence if you start work down here. So I've worked a few part-time jobs down here, such as working with a university, working at McDonald's, etc. I've had to use my passport to prove my identity. So don't forget these sort of things. There's nothing like English speaking tests we have to do, or there's nothing like visas we have to do. I know documentation can get a bit more confusing and it's a bit more stuff to do as an international student. So did you want to expand on things like visa and the English testing?
There's so much things you need to submit for international student. The first thing is, obviously, as I told before, you need to submit your 10th and 12th grade results. UK IELTS, in International English Language Testing System. I heard that if you get above 85 to 90% in your 12th grade in English, it's not that compulsory you should take IELTS in UK. But I still did it because I thought that just taking it would be so helpful for me. Because you're coming to an English speaking country, you need to have that to improve English, you know.
Is it like a qualification then?
Yeah.
I was just going to add on to the UK student side. Qualifications are really important as well. You don't necessarily need to show your GCSE certificates, but you do have to put in your GCSE results. GCSEs are some exams that we sit at the end of age 16. And then with A-levels, most of the time it is predicted grades. But if you're applying on a gap year, I think there's a way that they verify that these grades you actually got. But on results day, if you have applied with predicted grades, the exam boards such as Edexcel, AQA, OCR, they all send the results to UCAS, and then UCAS do their work to check in their system if this person has achieved that or got this offer or not.
Important documentation is whether you take your loan or not. You need to submit your loan documents. If you're taking loan for your student fees, you really need to submit that. I took a loan, so I need to submit that. UK visa application is kind of easy though, because if you start it, they give you some contracts to sign and applications to fill. It goes on the flow, and UK visa is very easy. No,
that's good. Awesome. That's it about documentation. Remember, in this video, if we have forgotten anything, feel free to comment below. Me or Addy will reply to one of those messages.
Yeah, for sure.
What has this guy done?
I don't even know, bro.
Absolute muppet. It worked. Next, we're going to talk about proximity to family. This will include things like car journey, how far home is from me, how far home is to Addy, flights, etc.
That's the most difficult thing for international students.
I'd say personally as well. I know it's a lot more further away for you, but I feel like at an emotional level, it does affect me as well. 18 years, you've been with your family, you've always go home, your parents are there to cook your food, to look after you, to eat anything. You go to the living room, say, can I have this? Can we go out? And everything's fine. Moving from university is a massive step. 18 years, you've got that proximity to the family. University, you move away. I'm from London, Luton area. When I travelled down here, it took me about 8 hours drive, 9 hours drive. I don't think the emotions actually hit me until I was just casually shopping. And then the day before, I did all my packing last minute, so I was in quite a frantic state. Just my room was in a mess. I'm not usually a messy person, and I was just packing everything everywhere. And then the day we left, the worst part was in the car we didn't have space to fit my sisters. So as we were driving away, my 3 sisters were at the door, and that was the saddest thing ever. Like, I felt my heart break, and I usually like joke around hating my sisters and things like that. But
I have a younger sister. I really miss her, bro.
Yeah, same. I have 3 sisters. I miss all of them. Now at uni, I always like FaceTime them, and before we go to bed, have a quick chat, how our days have been and stuff. And then we finally got to campus, and my parents helped me take all my stuff out, get into my room. In terms of tidying up, I was like, I'll do everything myself. They just helped me set up my bed because we got on campus really late at night, and I tidied everything the next morning. The worst part was just waiting outside my room, and my parents were leaving the car park. They went, and I just broke. I just I didn't know what to think.
I can feel it. Yeah,
And then I could also tell, like, my dad tried not to show, but my mum was crying so much. My dad tried to hide it, but I could see in the car he was
I remember
crying.
the same scene in airport before I leave to UK. You know, your dad and mom came to your room and stuff. My mom and dad. The last time I saw them was in the airport. The tunnel.
It's not fun.
When you see them from the plane, they're just waving to you and stuff.
Oh.
My mom was just crying, and my dad was like.
It is an upsetting experience for everyone, I'd say. They drove back, and then as soon as they got home, I called them up the next morning, and they were like, you know what, we stopped 2 or 3 times, and they just cried in the car. I was also crying myself to sleep that night. But after that, you know what I said to myself? I said, you know what, my parents are proud I got here, and I need to make them proud. I'm at university now. Yeah. And that is the number one reason why I've been pushing on doing so much things in my life. That's the one motivating factor I've got here, because I'm here for my parents. I'm here because I want to push myself to the limits. Yeah. How was it from an international student perspective? I can imagine home is a lot further away from you, completely different continent. How was it for you?
Before starting on that, I just want to thank my father. Bro, without my father and my family, I would have been here, you know.
Oh, I respect that. Parents are so important.
The only thing we need to do is make them proud. They're paying so much, man. It's 5 times more fees than UK students. So sad seeing my parents waving at you in the airport. I felt so bad. I clearly remember this. 18 years of my life, my mom used to wake me up and give me coffee, okay? I was just staying in London for first 3 days before coming to uni. Next day I woke up, I was like, Mom, give me coffee, and my mom was not there. Because I always tell my mom, I need coffee, and she will just give me. Before day I was having the coffee, you know, the last day. Bro, I was like, first morning, I was like, oh my god. If you really think about it, people I met here, like you and other guys, you guys feel like home.
I'm glad. Glad to hear that.
The thing is, people I met here, they're so sweet. And
I could say the same about you and other people I've met.
You're like my brother, so
we always call each other brother
because we are. I feel sad for first 15 days, but people I met here, people I hang out with, they're so kindful, and you feel like home.
I'd say the same to me as well. That's the similarity we have.
I feel lucky to have that. I reckon you guys will have that too.
One thing I could say is, no matter how far you're from, no matter if you're a local to the university, or you live in another city, or you live in another country, or you live in another continent, everyone will feel a bit broken and a bit upset that they're away from their family. But once you come to university, and especially during Freshers Week, once you go around and you meet so many people, and you meet your people, for everyone, you'll feel a lot more comfortable.
The thing is, one thing I learned from Zach is he's so outgoing, and he was like talking to everyone in the Freshers Week. I was like, why not I do the same? Because very good thing I learned from Zach is that go talk to people, man. Everyone's so sweet here. I was like, I kind of introverted before coming here. I don't talk to people much. I have very best friends in India. They're just like you guys. I don't really talk to new people and try to make friends, you know. It comes when it comes. I was like that mentality. But now, I purposely go and talk to new people because I know these guys.
And it's the same for all of you as well, especially during Freshers Week. Nobody knows anybody. Don't necessarily force a conversation, but just be willing to have new voices come up to you, new faces come up to you and talk. And also you as well, push yourself out your comfort zone slightly and go out there and talk to this new person you meet on that day. Might be your new best friend for your whole life. You never know.
The thing is,
you need to take those steps.
I remember.
How we met? I had my first breakfast, and then I had an interview straight after, so I had to eat quickly. I was waiting in queue to pay for my food I got during breakfast. And Addy, he walked past and just gave me a random high five. It was you, it wasn't me, because most people I met here was because of me talking to them. But Addy, you're one of the few people that actually came up to me and said hi to me. And then I high-fived, and then I sat down. Then you came and sat down with me. And then we had a quick conversation. I said, you know what, I'll see you again soon because I have to rush for an interview. And I went to my interview and I saw you again. And then that's how it's gone. And look at us now, besties. Every single day.
It took approximately 10 hours flight time to come from India.
But similar hour, but I took a car journey, you took a flight, didn't you?
I had my flight from Cochin, Kerala. People in India will know the place. It's a very good place. It's a direct flight, 10-hour flight. The flight was so good, I'm not going to even lie. It's so comfortable. And then from London, It took 8 hours bus journey to come from London to Penryn campus.
Wow.
8 to 9 hours.
It's not close to me at all. That's almost double.
Yeah,
my
but
time.
good thing about it is I met so much good people on bus. I met so good people on bus journey. Not gonna lie, and they're still very friends with me.
So meeting people doesn't actually start during freshers. It may start during the journey here.
Yeah.
Whether that be your flight, the bus journey, or I'd say less so the car journey, coaches and taxis. All right, so the next section we want to talk about is finances. So going straight in, as a UK student, for any course in any university in the UK, we have to pay £9,250 a year. That includes everything through the academic year. There tends to be quite a lot of support out there, so things like bursaries, you get things like scholarships, grants, all sorts of different things. You just have to be a bit proactive and go out and look for them. The government does give something called the maintenance loan to everyone, so that includes covering the university cost, further maintenance loan of up to £9,700, I believe, something like that. It does change every year, so this may have changed. Accommodation, food and drink and stuff, so it helps pay for like living expenses, travel. And the maintenance loan, it's subjective for everyone, so it depends on your household income. So if your household income's quite low, the amount of money you get quite high. Is after you graduate, this is a ongoing payment out of your payslip. Once you start earning a particular amount in a particular job, sort of chips away from your balance until it's all paid back or until you reach a certain limit. So how is it with international students?
We pay 3 times more than you guys.
What does it tend to be?
It tends to be like I pay 25 to 27,000 pounds per year for 3 years. That's kind of a lot because
a 3-year degree is 1 year.
Yeah.
How much you have to
Yeah,
pay.
I think it's all depends on your course and your university you're taking. Hardly you will pay like 25 to 27. So much costly out here. But every country you go, you will pay the same. You need to be ready to pay this amount of money if you're planning to come to abroad studies. And then we have living expenses.
You've also got to pay extra like for the flight.
So I've been here for 5 months. UK is so costly, I'm not going to even lie. I went to London, easy £600 if you go outside for a week or
I know
2
there's a
weeks.
cost of living crisis going on right now as well, where the price of everything is just unbelievable. And if this will ease down or if this will continue, we don't know. We'll just carry on.
It's not on our hand. You should be mentally prepared to pay this much of amount of money if you're coming to UK.
Yeah.
In my personal experience, don't spend so much things that's unnecessary for you.
But I feel like for both UK and international students, something good would be like sort of like a money tracker. So tracking your money coming in, money coming out. How does it work with work for you? So with UK students, a lot of students do start like part-time work just to get some side income to help with their living expenses.
And the thing is,
you're allowed to do that?
The thing is, you can do work here, but you're locked down to like 20 hours per week. Unlike you guys, you can work anytime you want, how much as you want. That's more than enough because
do you think?
Yeah, that's more than enough. You need to do your uni work. You didn't come here to work, first of all. You came here to study. If you're low on money but you need extra money to take care of yourself or something, 2 or 20 hours is more than enough for you.
I feel like even for UK students, because doing a full-time university course, pretty much impossible to do a full-time job as well on the side. Part-time work as well.
You can't,
20
technically
hours.
You can't do full-time jobs.
Yeah.
Because full-time does require to be there for
hours.
require to be there for a whole week, 40 hours. If you want, you can just work on Saturdays and days, 8 hours.
Or spread it out.
Obviously, but you can't just work 8 hours. But if really low on money, if you really need money, this might be an option you have.
As a summary, the point you're trying to make is use it as a last resort. But also just focus on your education.
The thing is, you pay so much money for study. It's your first priority because you didn't come to work here. If you want to work, you could have just worked in your own country. We're going to talk about the cultural differences. There's a lot, But
so obviously, I'm quite used to this area. So I think Adi will lead this one and compare how it is back in India to here, and then I'll just pop in.
I'm South Indian, so I usually don't go out for parties that much.
Okay.
The people there go to parties a lot.
I think parties have always been a huge thing in UK society, even from sixth form, even through families and throughout university, and even like in the future when you get some workmates and stuff. Parties and going out is such a key thing in society here.
Yeah, I'm not used to that parties and stuff. Now I got used to that, but I'm not really a party guy, but it depends on you, obviously. If you really want to go out, you can. But that's a thing in UK. Every Saturday, Sunday, you'll have your friends go to parties, so you can have a very good time with them. There's so much good places in UK.
There's various landmarks around the UK.
I'm
Even
yeah.
going to big cities like London, Manchester, Birmingham. There's so many places to go out and explore. Parties tend to be quite a common thing here.
He fairly adjusts to this quite easily. I've always seen this stuff.
Before coming here for uni, did you see like Netflix shows or like TV
Obviously,
shows around like university USA?
We've been growing up seeing TV shows, UK based TV shows.
How different or similar would you say it's lived up to that?
Obviously, series are so much different, bro. They
even the same with me. There's so many TV shows I've seen in my head, but there's so many that have tried to replicate the university life in the UK as well as college life in the US. But I'd say even though there's a bit of similarity, it tends to be really over exaggerated. So don't believe that's going to be like for you.
It's you that's going to decide how your uni life will be.
Your attitude towards university will define how your experiences shape out.
If you want to be a very good scholar, you want to be. You want to balance things out, you can be. But you want to go out and make some friends, you can be. The other thing is I came to know here is first year doesn't count for you.
Still important to stay on top of your work.
Obviously, I recommend doing that. But use your first year to gain some knowledge, foundation, make friends, go to places,
join societies, go to socials. Just explore the town. You're obviously in a new environment. Especially if you're an international student, like put yourself outside your comfort zone. Try not to be stuck in your room all the time. Obviously, having time to yourself and relaxing is good. Even though it's a new environment, it may be scary. It's important to go out there and see what there is for you.
The second and third year will be so busy. I don't know about other courses, bro. Like I'm doing engineering. Engineering is just 3 years here.
The US is 4 years.
4 years. Canada is 4 years. Other countries, India is 4 years. When I heard that this is only 3 years, I was like quite shocked. It's all good at the first, but thing is, second and third year will be so busy. You don't have any time for societies and other side activities. So my recommendation: do some side activities that much, but still focus on your studies, obviously.
I agree.
But still focus on it. But
I think it's the same thing for any degree. Like, especially some universities do similar. So I know, like Manchester University, first year is 10%. Like at our university and most universities, first year is nothing. You just need to pass the bare minimum, which is just 40%. You just lay the foundations, but just be willing to go out there and explore in new places. It's the same for most degrees out there. That first year doesn't count, so sort of use that to explore. I'd say that's the main point.
That's what I'm trying to do now. Going football with them. I'm just started boxing.
I managed to get him into that.
We will see how it goes. But the thing is, I go gym a lot. I do photography. I kind of try to do all the stuff and then do my study work, because first year they don't push you hard. They give you work, but compared to second to third year, you don't have that much of work on first year. Second and third year, you'll be, if you don't do anything on first year, second and third year, you'll be busy and you'll be regretting that you didn't do that much on first year. And you guys not to do that too. That's a very good advice, I
mean, we've reached the end of the video. I know one thing for sure, this is going to be quite a long video, but there's a lot of important points mentioned here, which I'm sure will help loads of you. I'll also put some like timestamps below if there's a particular section you want to check out.
I think this is a very good important point to cover for
I think it's important, and also it's quite cool to see a UK student here with a international student and really see the similarities and differences between our experiences. Something that I've not seen personally on YouTube. I hope that provides a lot of insight. So before we do end this video, Addy here, I'm gonna give him the opportunity to promote some of his things he's doing.
I started a photography channel for myself. I've been interested in photography for so much years. My dad's a photographer, so it's my passion too. I thought I will just create a channel like this because I've been inspired from Zach, that he's doing so much YouTube stuff, Instagram stuff. Well, I say why not? Why not start now? Because
it's going out to all of you.
The thing is, I've been saying I'll start now, I'll start tomorrow, I'll start today, and I'm just going to start today.
Start.
Today be the day, because why not? Today this is the first video of mine with you. Why not be the day to start my photography channel too? I'll just ask Zach to just promote.
I'll show a screenshot here now,
Yeah.
and also, what was the name of your Instagram page?
Aditya photography.
So I'll leave a link for that down in the description below. So do
Yeah.
feel free to go down,
Yeah.
drop a follow, give him some support, show some love.
Yeah.
And one thing for sure, he's got some amazing photos that are coming out soon.
Yeah,
So
that's
do take the chance and just look at them because it's the most beautiful thing ever. It's all right. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please do subscribe, do like, do share if you think this will help out any of you, and get the word out there. If there's any experiences or questions you've got, me or Addy, depending on who it's more applicable to, we'll respond to you.
Yeah. See ya.
See you later. Take care.